Welcome back, everybody. After a long hiatus, too long of a hiatus, we are back to our Learning How to Read Thai series. This is Lesson 5, Part 2 of 4. In this video, we're going to be looking at the second tone marker, which is called mai to. So with that, why don't we just jump right into the material? We're going to start with the middle class consonants and the short vowels, the combination of these two. The example letter that we have here is ga gai. That's the first letter of the alphabet. And for the vowel, we have the short a sound. And then again, you can see our mai to, the tone marker, just slightly towards the right side of the letter. It's not directly above, but it's going to be just shifted off to the right side of the top of the letter there. And this is going to make, as you can see, a falling tone. So this is going to be pronounced ga, ga, ga. To my knowledge off the top of my head, this is not going to be a common combination with the middle class consonant, a short vowel, and the second tone marker. But again, this is just the pronunciation. It's that, I've explained this in the past. It's that kind of the mountaintop picture. This is just going to be really short. So you're basically going to be cutting your voice off. Ga, just kind of catching it. It's going to be really quick. Again, you may not use this or rarely use this, but it's just good to know. And then going on to our second one for the middle class consonants, we have a middle class consonant with a long vowel and the second tone marker, mai to, and the combination that we're going to get, as you can see on the screen here, is a falling tone. And this is going to be pronounced like this. Do, do, do. Okay, so notice the difference between the short vowel, which was just a quick ga. That was really short. You kind of just speeding it up. But this one, it's going to be a little bit more drawn out. Do, do. Okay, we have to draw that out a little bit just to distinguish it from the short vowel. And so the nice thing that you probably notice on the screen here is that both the short vowel and the long vowel with the middle class consonant make the same sound, or the tone, I should say, goes the same direction. That's going to be true of all of these, middle, high, and low class. And so maybe this is just a little encouraging for those of you who feel like Thai is a bit overwhelming already and there's just so much to memorize. Take heart. The short vowel and the long vowel with the middle class consonant both produce a falling tone. Okay, let's move on to the high class combinations. So the first one we're going to be looking at is with a short vowel. So the example letter that we have here is ta tung. Okay, you probably learned that in the past in the alphabet. And then the vowel just above ta tung is the e vowel. Okay, the short e sound. And then we have the tone marker mai to just above it. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, this is going to produce a falling tone, just like the middle class. So again, that's nice. There's overlap between the direction of the tone on the middle and the high class. So this one is going to be pronounced, this example here is going to be pronounced like this. T, T, T. Okay, it's really quick, short, just like the middle class consonant was. T, T. And I just want to say too, I'm off the top of my head, I'm not aware of the high class and short vowel combination, but I just want to teach these to you in order to give you kind of a comprehensive idea. But I mean, you could look into this, research this, but you may not even find this combination. But if you do see it, if I am wrong, it's going to be much more rare. Let's move on to our long vowel and high class consonant combination. For the high class consonant, we have the letter ha heat. Okay, ha heat. And then the long vowel, a. And again, this is going to produce a falling tone. This is going to produce a falling tone. So this one is going to be pronounced like this. Ha, ha, ha. And so again, you can probably notice the differences on that first one where it was just a T, T, really quick. This one, ha, it's more drawn out, okay? Kind of elongated on that vowel sound. That's what you're stretching for, is the length of the vowel sound. But again, it's another falling tone, just like the middle class consonants. So really 4 out of the 6 on this chart are all going to be falling tones. So that's hopefully helpful for some of you who, again, feel like this is a lot to memorize. Okay. And then let's finish up with the low class consonants, go on to our final combinations. Low class and a short vowel first. We have the letter la ling, if you remember that letter, with a short a vowel, a, okay? And then again, we have our tone marker, mai to, right above the la ling there. And this is going to be pronounced la, la, la. And the good news is on this one, you can just really X this right off the chart. Again, I just put it on here for hypothetical reasons, but you could just put an X over this because when you have a low class consonant combined with a short vowel, it's inherently going to be making a short high tone. So basically, if we were to put mai to above this combination of letters, the consonant and the vowel here, it would be redundant. It's already making a short high tone. Therefore, we don't need this tone marker. It's really useless in this setting, in this particular instance, okay? So again, just cross that off. That's not something you need, but for those of you who like to have everything in boxes, maybe you're like me, you just want to see, okay, put everything on the chart and then kind of go from there, tell me what I won't be using. But hypothetically, that's what it would be, but because of the inherent sound, you don't need it. Okay, let's move on to our last combination, the low-class consonant with a long vowel. And this is one that's going to be used, and we actually do have a real word for our example word here. For the low-class consonant, we have the letter ma, okay, ma, that's a low-class consonant letter with our long vowel, okay, that's the long form of the short vowel that we just looked at. Okay, and so when we put the combination of these letters together with the tone marker on the top, we're going to get this word, ma. Okay, that's a high tone. We're pronouncing that with a drawn out high tone, ma. And so you probably are already familiar with this word, and this means horse. All right, so there we have it. Just to summarize, middle class with short and long vowels produces a falling tone. The high class consonants with a short and long vowel produces a falling tone as well. And then our low class with a short and long vowel produces a high tone. And again, just going back over what I said in the lesson, some of these won't be used. At the very least, the low class with a short vowel will not be used. And so there you have it. Lesson 5, part 2 of 4. I will try not to go so long, 3 years before doing another lesson. I want to be of assistance to those of you who are still learning Thai, if I can be of assistance. So let me know if you have any questions. And just to reiterate, one thing I said from the last lesson, spend time on these tone markers. If you really want to learn how to read Thai, you need to nail these down. And again, thankfully, the middle and the high class produce the same tone. It's a falling tone on both of them. And then on the low class, you really only have one to memorize, and that is a low class consonant with a long vowel, which produces a high tone. So I hope it was helpful for you in some way. In our next video, part 3 of 4, lesson 5, part 3 of 4, we're going to be looking at the third of 4 tone markers. So we'll see you in the next video.